What's up, family? Back again. And if it's your first time, welcome to Reality Spins. I'm Kevin, and on this channel I like to do reactions, reviews, and today I have a question. Have you found your signature scent yet? Because, to be honest with you, every time I think I have it. So as you know, I'm still pretty new at this, and since I started, I've been on the search or the hunt, pretty much subconsciously for a signature scent. Why I say that is because every time I think I have one, I get a few more in the mail and it changes. Okay, let's start with my first signature scent. The first thing that I thought would be my signature scent, and it's this one right here, Hawas Ice by Rasasi. Really, the best way I could describe this is they took the original Hawas and flipped it on its head. They turned up some notes and they turned down others. You're gonna smell the apple. You're gonna smell the bergamot. You're gonna smell the orange blossom. You're gonna smell the orange blossom, the cardamom, the driftwood, the amber, and the musk, for sure. I mean, but the route in which you take to get to these, it's not like they are individual. I swear, man, because this was my first signature scent, I did everything I could day after day to try and see what all I was smelling, you know, in different moments, or at the turn of a head, or different things like that. And lo and behold, it lasted for a while because I did also have the original Hawas. After I made this my preferred scent, I turned around and I got the Hawas Black in the mail. And although I had already had Club de Nuit Intense, man, the limited edition and the big 200 ml bottle of Club de Nuit, I was already familiar with the Creed DNA. So to add something that was more of a like absolute to my collection, it was great. So, but it didn't necessarily make the cut as far as being my scent of the day, because a lot of people wear those two scents, so I didn't want to make that it. Before long, I stumbled on this. This is right here. It's Asad by Lattafa. Everybody knows that Lattafa is pretty much one of the main brands. It's Lattafa, Armagh, French Avenue. But French Avenue, I believe, is like, might even be Lattafa, you know what I mean? But Lattafa is like one of the leading ones. And if you don't know, this Asad is actually the clone to Dior Sauvage Elixir. And yes, I got a story about that too. So when I first got my nose around the original Dior Sauvage, it smelled okay. I wasn't like head over heels for it like a lot of people were. I thought it was cool. I thought Johnny Depp on the commercials was cool too, you know. And, you know, I felt like it was something that would gain traction way back then, you know. And it did, but I just didn't feel like it was a fragrance for me, you know. And then before I could actually smell Dior Sauvage Elixir, I actually purchased this and had it in the mail. And when I got it and smelled it, I was curious. So naturally, I did what I always do. I go to the mall and smell it for free. So when I found, I went to Crabtree and I found it in there, and they had a tester you could spray, and it was the real Dior Sauvage Elixir. I sprayed it and I was like, yo, that's cool. But it was a lot more rougher around the edges for me than this right here. But this actually made it into being my signature scent for like 2 months, you know what I mean? And I had gotten other fragrances in, a few of which, because the weather was changing and getting warmer, I was actually getting a lot of fragrances still that were actually considered cold weather fragrances. So I wasn't really even looking to make any of those my signature scent because I knew the weather was changing. But what ended up happening next, family, is a good one. Now, although the first two I just showed you are fragrances that last all day. I mean, they are powerhouse fragrances, and not only do they smell good and project well, like I said, they last all day. And that's two of the things I like about both of those. And yes, they were my signature or preferred scents for a while. But here recently, I got hold to this one. This is Vintage Radio. I already did a video on it, so I won't give you too much on it. But yes, let's get a look at that pretty bottle again. I mean, the bottle is even a classic for me. You know what I mean? But yeah, I got a hold of this one, and I mean the plum, the black pepper, the sandalwood, and the amberwood. The more you get to Watch Me family, the more I believe it'll be shown how much of a fan of wood fragrances I am. The sandalwood in here especially, sandalwood is something I've been familiar with pretty much all my life. It's like, I don't know if it's one of the, well, it has to be like one of the original fragrances from like, shoot, probably since before I was born. But it has a strong sandalwood presence in it, in my opinion. I do smell lavender. Plum, I smell. Palo Santo, I can't say. Black pepper, it does have a spice to it, kind of I wouldn't call it black pepper in my nose. Maybe other people do. Maybe the note description for this is actually inaccurate. Who knows? And maybe, you know, and then that's another thing. I was watching another channel that does this, and they were saying, and he was saying that a lot of the note breakdowns we actually read out to you guys is just, you know, something that the companies put out there just to give it a description or whatnot. It's not necessarily accurate all the time. And I can agree with that to a certain extent, but only because I haven't had a chance to actually develop a experienced nose for this yet, or a nose palette, but I'm working on it. Trust me, I'm working on it. Other than that, family, I would like to know from you guys in the comments, what do you, if you have this one, the Hawas Ice or the Lattafa Asad. Also, I would like to know, do you have a signature scent? And if you do, has it changed? I'm pretty sure it has, you know, because we might say, you know, some things are good to wear year round, but who actually wears the same fragrance year round all the time? Yeah, you may wear it, but you do switch it up on certain days. You don't just keep wearing the same thing. And if you stayed to this point, family, I want to say thank you. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment, you know, all the usual things that help us out. And I appreciate you, man. I'll catch you on the next one. See you.